Hi there, Neil from Richter and welcome to another video. This is actually part 2 of our ABT SQ8 demonstrator build. As you can see behind me, it's now all complete and looking absolutely stunning. What we'll do, we'll cut away to some shots now around the car, show you it in its full detail, then we'll go off on the road and have a drive. So here we have the ABT SQ8. This is our demonstrator vehicle, CA11 ABT, our main demonstrator. What we've done with this particular model, we've put all of the options on it just to really show our customers and any potential dealers all of the, obviously, the equipment we can fit to this vehicle. The first big thing is the power increase. So this is a TFSI model, so they're quite underpowered as standard. It's a detuned RS6 engine effectively, so as standard these come in at 507 horsepower. This is now running 650 horsepower, so a massive, nearly 150 horsepower gain. That takes us way above the standard RSQ8 power of 600 and into the Urus power of the 650. So yeah, absolutely transforms the vehicle, much more torque. Not so much 0 to 60, but certainly around that sort of 60 to 80 kind of pull makes a huge difference. Also has a lot more grunt as well, a lot more growl from the exhaust as part of that. So yeah, that's one of the biggest differences, and that's the, you know, it's a massively undertuned engine as standard. That's all been fitted up. As we mentioned before, this power doesn't apply itself straight away, so from standard cold it'll be running standard power 507. As the engine coolant warms up and the engine oils warm up, we increase power horsepower by horsepower. The other thing we've done externally is the suspension upgrade. So the suspension's around 20mm lower all around. What we now get, if we go into dynamic, it's even lower. So basically comfort is the new dynamic and they're all one setting up. So if you go into off-road, that'll be the old comfort, so on and so forth. It gives us a super low setting, especially when you're sort of parked up at shows or, you know, cruising around. It looks really good on the dynamic setting now. Externally it's a full kit, so arguably it's as stylish as the RS model now. This is a black pack car anyway. We've added the black badges, but the also additional to that, we've got the full front skirt, the rear valance with the real exhaust tips, so the four big they're black exhaust tips, and they're all working as well. So much better aggressive look. We've also got the rear wing, so it's a 3-part rear wing with the upper part and the 2 side parts. Really yeah, I think it genuinely looks more aggressive than the RSQ8 now in this particular configuration. Then we move to the inside. We've taken the interior package upgrade, so that comprises of the end of the dashboard in carbon, the seat bases, so the side of the seat base is in carbon, and also the ABT start stop button. So when you sit in that car, you know, with the button there with the ABT on, you're starting the ABT power upgrade engine as part of that package. The other thing I've done to tweak it, from a different brand, so Kufatech, we supply the Kufatech products here in the UK. We've got their exhaust pro system on it, which you have seen in some of the videos as well, which you can probably link to. But what that does, it bypasses the factory valve system. It allows for bypass, which is the standard setting, so controlled from the MMI. It'll also allow fully open and fully closed, and that makes a big difference to the tone of the vehicle. Even in dynamic mode on a standard car, the valves aren't fully open. You get a lot of 45 degrees. As you back off, the valves will be closing. So with this particular kit, it's about 450 quid extra. It just means you can force those valves open at all times, just for some much better exhaust tone. So we actually cut away to some driving shots to listen to the exhaust. It's quite hard to demonstrate on this particular vehicle, but hopefully you can hear a big difference to the sound of the exhaust. Otherwise as well, handling, now it's slightly lower, you can just feel everything's all balanced together. This particular vehicle's got rear wheel steering, so it's a really dynamic steering anyway, but definitely with that sort of 20mm lower, it's definitely a lot more positive in terms of the steering as well. So hopefully that's been a useful insight into our new ABT SQ8 demonstrator. If you like what you see, give the lads a shout in the office. It's going to be at our place for a little while now. We'll be taking it to various shows and various events. But if you like what you see, or if you'd like to build something similar, give the guys a shout, and we'll catch you up in the next video.